This is Nightline with Michael Usher.
Good evening. The horse flu crisis has reached a dramatic new level tonight, and the fear remains that the worst is still to come. The galloping spread of the virus has now struck the heart of Queensland racing, with all Brisbane meetings called off until at least February next year. And in Victoria, leading trainers claim the Melbourne Cup remains in jeopardy because not enough flu vaccine has been allocated to the state.
At his sprawling property at Rye, it's business as usual for Lee Friedman, preparing not only for the spring carnival, but for the worst.
I'm expecting it to happen at the moment until these horses get vaccinated because it's just too easy to transmit.
A shipment of 20,000 doses of vaccine will arrive in Sydney on Thursday night, but only 1,500 will be heading our way. Hardly enough to vaccinate Victoria's 6,000-strong thoroughbred population.
From our point of view, we would obviously say that we are putting the show on the road for the balance of Australia, and we are keeping the tab ticking over in all the states of Australia. So, I think they've got their priorities a little mixed up.
Lee Friedman and his racing rival David Hayes took the unusual step today of joining forces to help convince authorities that 6,000 doses are desperately needed here.
We could be very lucky, but weighted probability is that we're going to get the eye here if we don't get vaccinated.
There's widespread confusion as to how Victoria ended up with only a 1,500 share when the original request was for 15,000. The state and federal governments are now using the botch up for point scoring.
I have to say that Mr McGorran, on a telephone hookup, was actually arguing that Victoria shouldn't even get that many.
When the Victorian Minister and his Chief Veterinary Officer joined us at the ministerial meeting without any of us knowing if there were any previous discussion on the issues, they never contested the 1,500.
If Racing Victoria is only allocated the 1,500 vaccinations, horses stabled at Flemington and Caulfield would gobble that up alone. It would seem the only race that matters now is against time. Tony Jones for Nightline.